Other interesting cultural news, you have a child screaming and whining as their mother is arrested, going viral on social media, and clearly a sign she was not raised right. Especially in a Hispanic household, you give that much lip, you're going to get a whip upside the head, which I would argue, great way to build character, and it works. Now, this is from someone on the X by the name of Desiree. Now, she says, quote, when an 11-year-old screams obscenities at the police for doing their job, it's not cute or empowerment, it's the collapse of discipline. This is what happens when victimhood is taught louder than values. All what you want, but when parents pass chaos onto their kids instead of character, we don't need another excuse, we need a cultural reset. Which, I know I'm sounding more and more like a boomer these days, like, these youth over here, these kids, and spoiler alert, or not spoiler alert, if you have kids watching, have them put the earmuffs on, because they do use some very foul language, and they're standing outside a department store with a mother and a daughter. And police. And this is her mouthing off in front of the police quite bombastically.
I'm gonna get arrested, bro. I swear to God, bro. I'm gonna punch somebody in the face, bro. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Go somewhere. No! Mother! Oh! Lord!
And the mom is standing there doing nothing, not disciplining the child, not even telling the child to, hey, this is a very high stakes situation. I might be arrested. Don't make the situation worse. Was I the one? I mean, I'm pretty sure. Was I the only one that was taught as a kid, like, if you have issues with the police, just, for the most part, most situations, comply and then take them to court later, and then you can get your dream car or whatever. You might be set for life. But it's like, you don't want to increase the friction of the situation, again, unless they're trying to kill you. Like,
and she had a Zara bag. The CV gave the description of a female black with long braids with the white white shirt.
What classes did I steal from Montclair?
Mommy, I know who it was.
What classes did I steal?
look at Trump really using the hand gestures. I need to work on that actually in terms of increasing my speaking proficiencies and on camera skill sets. But yeah, really much using the hand gestures in alignment with her words.
Stop recording it now. You should not be recording it without our permission.
I don't know what the First Amendment is, or the fact that you're in a public area. You'll obviously making a scene. People are going to film it these days.
Thank you.
My aunt stole glasses. It wasn't her. Do she have a fucking white t-shirt on? No.
The mother has still not slapped the kid upside the head. Again, I'm not saying you should leave bruises on the kid. I'm saying that kid just dropped an F-bomb in front of adults, and the mom is still standing there. Ridiculous.
No. No. My phone. Leave my mother alone.
I don't have nothing.
Hey guys, did you guys together?
Ah, she just admitted the crime. Did you hear that? What did the mom say right there?
I don't have nothing.
I don't have nothing. Aha! I knew my elementary school grammar would come in handy. That is a double negative. She just admitted to doing the crime. Send her away. I'm not kidding. That's actually grammatically, I am correct.
Did you guys together?
Yeah, but time out. What fuck do I have? It don't
I
take
didn't know you can call timeout the police. Shoot, I didn't know that.
that long for some glasses, my nigga. And don't.
Oh my God, bro.
I didn't take shit.
Oh my God, bro. I'm finna spot.
Where's the glasses at?
Y'all got me messed up in my soul, bro.
Dude, calm down.
Where the fuck are the glasses? Mama, just calm
Trying to
down.
figure it out.
Mama,
That's
calm
what it
down.
is.
So the mom, she did something. Finally, she did the very minimum. What did the mom do there?
Where's the glasses at?
Y'all got me messed up in my soul, bro.
I messed up with my soul, bruh. God, I feel old. I don't know vernacular anymore.
Calm down.
Okay, so mom, did she tap the child on the shoulder? No physical force, basically. Told her kid to calm down, which she should have done that, what was it, a minute 20 ago? Again, the key to any reaction when you're having a lot of emotional, you gotta de-escalate. And yeah, geez. You can tell that kid has never been put in timeout. That kid has never had the crap slapped out of him. Or even, I mean, back in the day, again, I still contend that, my parents' generation went way too soft on the kids, or us. There's less shenanigans when children had something like discipline in their life. Most of them don't. It is a crime. Most parents want to be friends with their kids. They want to be parents. That's one of the biggest shifts, culturally speaking, we've seen in our lifetime. And I think that's one of the contributing factors. There's so much disrespect with the kids these days, so much crime, and acting out like this, which, again, yelling at the police, I'm trying to remember, has that ever worked, historically speaking? We'll actually widen that question. Have you ever won an argument by just increasing the volume of your voice? I'm not saying it's never happened, but I can never think of a single instance in which it had. Yeah, this mom is, in addition to the mom allegedly, maybe she didn't steal it. She matched the description pretty well. And maybe there'll be video evidence, but this went viral again, I think 4 months ago. It's kind of recycling. I think more and more people are starting to wake up to the fact that you need to actually discipline and be a parent these days, which is all too rare. And this went incredibly viral, got 5.5 million views, as well as 55,000 likes. With one of the first comments coming to us thanks to Linda Trails, saying, quote, "The poor kid has no chance," getting 5.3 thousand likes, which, yeah, that is, again, that's a heartbreaking thing. And again, traditionally speaking, society and cultures change a lot, but that's where, the dad would also be a source of discipline for the child. And who knows, maybe there isn't a dad to the situation. But yeah, the child certainly might legally, and in terms of, well, obviously, biologically has parents, but like spiritually, in terms of doing their job, this child certainly does not have a paternal figure doing their rightful duty at all. Desiree responded saying, quote, "A child has no chance when they're raised by an excuse of raised on excuses instead of expectations. That's why strong parents build strong communities." Yes, 2.7%. Again, sorry about the starting. When I first started the show, no one tuned in. Well, maybe 1 or 2 family members. And I spoke faster than Ben Shapiro and started worse than Joe Biden ever. But as I slowly but surely gained more subscribers, I've gotten better at speaking. Granted, some people might say barely at all, though I'd argue, statistically speaking, better at speaking, which fuels my theory. The more people that click that subscribe button, the better I'll get at speaking, and someday make it through an entire episode speaking perfectly articulately. That's why I say, click that button and tell your friends and your enemies. Your enemies might be so enamored and impressed by your choice of podcast materials, they then become your friend. Or they find me so viscerally and visually disgusting that they hate you even more, and then it escalates to a physical altercation. So maybe I should recommend that. Either way, make for a funny story, right? So why not give it a go? So again, tell your friends and your enemies, click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Jer Bear says, quote, "I've always said it starts at home. That's just sad. The lack of structure and respect is obvious. And we see this with all children, their future looks like," which is usually not good. She got 3.1 thousand likes. Desiree responds, saying, quote, "It always starts at the home. When discipline breaks down, society pays the bill later. The collapse of families is the root of so many problems we see today." Getting 1.3 thousand likes. Yep. Gunther Eagleman simply says, "Arrested parents," getting 680 likes. Marco Krutzler has a picture of Martin Luther King Jr. says, "I had a dream." Could I do his impression? It might be the worst you hear all year, but I'm going to make the attempt. Damn it. It says, "I have a dream, and y'all keep effing it up." Getting 1,000 likes, and maybe this video will get the most down likes in history because of that attempt. But nevertheless, the attempt was made, even if it was the worst impression you hear all year. You also have Chantua Devivi, and this picture of Greta Thunberg saying, quote, "My generation will start a revolution." And you have some badass Clint Eastwood. I forget the co-actor. It's a World War II movie. And it says, "My ass, your generation can't even work 40 hours a week, can't decide whether you're a boy or girl, and can't even eat a meal without crying." Gave 1.2 thousand likes, and yeah, the youth has become weaker and weaker in many instances, which, yeah, I'll never forget a guy who was legally an adult, 18, working at Starbucks, and cried because he had to work 40 hours a week, and the orders were, quote unquote, too complex, which they're not that complex when you have, like, the recipe behind you, but yeah. Let's see. Andrew says she's just upstream of this kid. I know this went viral, I think, a year ago. There's a child standing on the corner. I believe he's yelling at the police officer. Although maybe he's actually giving the police officer very eloquent ideals and having a conversation that's very deep. And obviously not, but we'll hear what the kid has to say.
Watch as this toddler with pull-ups tries to bully a cop.
So the kid is on the corner calling the cop a bitch, which legally is protected under the First Amendment, though not recommended. Wow. So kids, yeah. Shut. I'm not even going to repeat what he's saying. Jesus. The kid is now hitting the police officer. I would think, where's he learning that from? maybe the dad or lack thereof, hitting an officer. Really? I'm not saying all officers. Unfortunately, the officer's doing nothing. He's now going up to the officer and punching him in the leg multiple times.
It's what he will turn into in the future that's hard to imagine.
Yeah, that kid's got no dad. I mean, you're assaulting a police officer. And again, actually, you can debate in the comment section. I can't help but think, arrest that kid? I mean, you could debate what's the effect of short-term, more extreme disciplinary methodologies versus, again, versus like the methodology of a little discipline every day. Again, if that kid got arrested, I don't know. I mean, it's cliche, but old methodology used to be scare the kid straight. And maybe that might have a profound impact and turn his life around. I've heard similar instances in terms of a really big disciplinary action really helping turn someone's life around for the better. But yeah, that's heartbreaking because, again, yeah, if that kid's already acting like that at that age, well, the odds of them, oh man, yeah, I don't know. Some people say there's a thing called the Terrible Twos, but I've never seen this before. And that did get 496 likes. Let's see. Scrolling down more and more. Batcave Node says, make kids respectful again. It's a picture of a paddle getting 369 likes, which, oh yeah, I think in terms of physical discipline, again, as long as you're not leaving crazy bruises. I mean, teachers at public schools, back before they would spend time coming out of the closet and brainwashing kids, they'd actually discipline the kid as well. It's still around more in the private sector in terms of Catholic schools, more popular there. But yeah, I mean, it's on the point where none of the elders can discipline a kid. I mean, even from a community perspective, back in the day, if a parent saw a kid, causing a ruckus or being disrespectful, even an adult in the neighborhood would actually discipline the kid physically. It'd slap him upside the head, give him a spanking. And then again, the community would, make sure the kid acted right. And I mean, nowadays, you would never do that because you'd be worried of a lawsuit. Again, that's kind of another big shift we've seen. I would argue decay of the community in the United States. You also have Daniel said, quote, did the mother steal the glasses or not? The kid can't label a POC, or sorry, you can't label a kid a POC a thief and expect whoever it is not to react. These kids, the cops see things cops do every day. They know how they're treated in their neighborhood. Folks have died for the accusation. Turns out the lady didn't steal anything. But the cops also recorded the apology to the woman's child. Now, that did get 276 likes. Were they ratioed? Oh, not quite, but close. Joseph Popper responded, said, quote, completely uncivilized, degenerate behavior. Learn basic conflict resolution and communication skills, and these could be avoided. Getting 249, 250 likes. Let's see. Scroll down more and more. Ratio by number of comments, but not technically a ratio by likes. Scrolling down more and more. Yellow Puma. A couple of these folks are reposting statistics from the FBI, a 2021 data set where they talk about how black women are more likely to commit murder than white men. That instance is, where is it? White men per 100,000, 3.5. Black women were 5.8 per 100,000. That did get 265 likes. A lot of people just having memes. Patrick Star from SpongeBob. And again, I think a lot of people are trying to make it more racial because there's an African-American mother and her child. I mean, I think it is an instance where it is much more, I think it's much more wider than one community. Because again, I've seen this, and again, I've got friends who are of all races. But yeah, it's an instance where nearly every community, the parents don't want to be parents, they want to be a friend to the kid. Which again, you could argue that maybe that's appropriate later in life once a kid is maybe 26 or they're more grown up and they're established and they've been built to be a exceptional adult. But again, you should not be friends with your kids. You be friendly with them, of course, but again, without discipline, I mean, you see what's going on with society now, it just kind of crumbles. But let me know your thoughts because, as always, be fasted to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. And again, try to get to 6,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so click that button. I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, and comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback. Let me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, anyone, everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.